Hi, welcome back to Straight Talk. We're talking about addictions, and we're talking with Devon Blackwood, who wrote a book, Beyond the Lingo, and we're really getting into the how-tos of finding help for somebody. Devon, let's talk about getting that person to treatment. We do the intervention. Hopefully that helps to motivate them. We find out that, you know, they need to go to residential. We're walking through that process. Yes. What does the family do when that person goes into treatment?
Well, a few things. First of all, it's very, very important that family members recognize and at least realize that the person who is about to go into treatment after an intervention is probably scared, but they do have some, perhaps some emotions that are confusing, or some fear and anxiety with taking an approach that they're probably not used to. Because remember, first of all, they're breaking the cycle of something that they have done for so long, be it drinking or illicit substance use. And they're sort of wondering, wow, how am I going to begin to live life without something that I've done for so long? And if the family is at least sensitive to that fact, it will at least make the communication and the motivation for treatment much better. Secondly, is that the family must put responsibility on the addicted person to also get some help too. The family shouldn't do everything for them, but the family should assist them, because after all, it's really the responsibility of the person to, you know, to get well also.
But should the family be involved in treatment too?
Well, yes, absolutely, absolutely, yes. The family should also go to 12-step groups like Al-Anon, which is an excellent group, or Nar-Anon, which is a group for people with illicit addictions, and family members can go there. But the family should also be involved in therapy too, and especially if there's children involved. Remember that addiction is very serious. It not only hurts the addict, but it hurts the family. Sometimes there's disrupted home, broken relationships, separation and divorce, molestation, physical abuse, domestic abuse, even suicide sometimes. And sometimes children grow up with this sense that, you know, that they really didn't have a very good childhood. So the entire family sort of becomes disordered. So they themselves need therapy also, big time.
All right, so everybody's kind of going through this process together.
Right.
And the addict goes through their program, the family does their thing, and now it's time to come home. Yes. And everybody's scared, and everybody's saying, oh boy, here he comes again. We talk about 12-step program. Right. We talk about preventing the relapse, aftercare. Right. What should happen there?
Yeah, well, aftercare is very critical, because remember, the first step actually with them going into treatment is just the first step. But aftercare is critical, because that is when more responsibility is expected from the addict. They are now expected to function in everyday life without using. They are expected to work through cravings and relapse without picking up. They are expected to rear their children, pay bills, go back to work, and be a productive member of society. And this is perhaps something that they haven't done in years at all. So that in itself is scary, and that's why aftercare is important, because it helps the family to continue to get support for themselves, but also to support the person who's newly in sobriety.
And how does that aftercare, what should somebody do? How should they plug into that aftercare?
Oh yeah, well, most treatment centers will set somebody up with scheduled appointments for
so counseling?
Aftercare. Yes,
counseling
yes,
part of
counseling and group psychotherapy, and also family therapy. And a good program at least twice a week, where the person goes for urinalysis, you know, toxicology screens.
And how important is 12-step programs?
Well, it is tremendous, because actually when AA first started out in the 1930s, it was tremendous with helping people with alcoholism. And I think that AA is just a dynamic program, as well as Narcotics Anonymous. But in essence, 12-step programs are tremendous, Mike. And actually, there's so much studies that have actually shown that 12-step programs, as well as group psychotherapy, is so much more effective, even more than individual. Of course, individual therapy is very important.
The 12-step, it gives support.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
it gives them a place to be around people
Yeah.
who are supportive, who are staying clean.
Right,
and and it's
absolutely.
motivating for them.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, they're changing their lifestyle.
Yeah, a sense of identity, a good sense of identity, but we all have something here in common. There's no one who's going to judge us for what we've done and the mistakes that we've made. But it's an environment that is filled with love and understanding.
Let's talk a little bit about the book, Beyond the Lingo. How do people get the book?
Okay, well, the book, people can purchase it online at Amazon.com, booksamillion.com, and barnesandnoble.com.
And you also said Johns Hopkins.
And, right, Johns Hopkins, Matthews Bookstore also sell the book.
Good.
But I'd really encourage people to really
well, look, thank you.
Purchase the book.
Good luck.
Yeah,
it's a
thank
great
you.
book. It's called Beyond the Lingo. It's written by Devon Blackwood. It's a great book. It kind of gives you some direction as to how to start the process and how to get some help. So I want to thank Devon. I want to thank you for watching Straight Talk, and we will see you next time.